Good evening and welcome to Monday's edition of the Regional News. A federal judge prevented the Trump administration from invalidating work permits and other documents, granting lawful status to about 5,000 Venezuelans, a subset of the nearly 350,000 whose temporary legal protections and U.S. Supreme Court last week allowed to be terminated. U.S. District Judge Edward Chen in San Francisco, in a Friday night ruling, concluded that Homeland Security Secretary Noem likely exceeded her authority when she in February invalidated those documents, while more broadly ending the temporary protected status granted to Venezuelans. The U.S. Supreme Court on May 19 lifted an earlier order Chen issued that prevented the administration, as part of President Donald Trump's hardline immigration agenda, from terminating deportation protection conferred to Venezuelans under the Temporary Protected Status, or TPS program. But the High Court stated specifically it was not preventing any Venezuelans from still challenging Noem's related decision to invalidate documents that were issued pursuant to the program that allowed them to work and live in the United States. Such documents were issued after the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, during former Democratic President Joe Biden's final days in office, extended the TPS program for the Venezuelans by 18 months to October 2026, an action Noem sought to reverse. TPS is available to people whose home country has experienced a natural disaster, armed conflict, or other extraordinary event. Former Suriname Foreign Affairs Minister Albert Ramdin was on Friday sworn in as the new Secretary General of the Organization of American States, OAS, promising to implement 4 new main priorities during the first year of his 5-year stint. Ramdin, a former OAS Assistant Secretary General, replaces Luis Almagro, the lawyer, diplomat, and politician who served as the 10th OAS Secretary General. Ramdin praised Almagro for its commitment to peace, human rights, and democracy, and welcomed Colombian diplomat Laura Gil as the future first female Undersecretary General of the OAS. In his inaugural address, Ramdin outlined his vision for the world's oldest multilateral organization, especially at a time for geopolitical tensions, democratic backsliding, and social inequality. The search is continuing for persons missing and feared dead after a boat capsized near the district of the Albina Resort. All those on board are from French Guiana. Police have confirmed that 10 people were on board the boat and that 3 bodies have so far been recovered. The bodies of a 3-year-old boy, 46-year-old David Machino, and a 25-year-old Gerald Gape have now been recovered. After consultation with the Public Prosecution Service, the bodies were handed over to relatives and returned to French Guiana. The group was on the river near the border of Albina. 4 passengers survived the accident. The police said that the missing persons are 2 men and 2 children. The authorities say both the Surinamese and French authorities are deploying manpower and equipment for the search. Thank you for watching. I am Tiana Cole.